News at 10 starts now.
Welcome to ABC4 News at 10. I'm Glenn Mills.
And I'm Emily Flores. We thank you for joining us here tonight. Will Salt Lake City host the 2030 Winter Olympics? We're now less than a year away from finding out, and committee leaders meeting tonight to discuss what it will take for that to happen. If not 2030, is 2034 still an option? ABC4's Jordan Burroughs live in Kearns outside at the Utah Olympic Oval tonight for us. And Jordan, what's the latest?
Emily, doesn't it just get you excited that we're talking about the Winter Olympics right now, even though it's 8 or possibly 12 years out? Nothing is 100%, but when speaking to leaders, local Olympic leaders, they say it's pretty much a certainty that Salt Lake City will be hosting the Winter Games in either 2030 or in 2034. We know the preferred method of that would be into the year 2034. They said that they didn't want to necessarily host it in 2030 because we know Los Angeles is hosting the Summer Olympics in 2028, and they say it just makes it that much harder to market for the Olympics. Coming up on November 22nd, that's a big key date to keep in mind for local Olympic organizers. They're going to meet with the International Olympic Committee to kind of walk through their plan for the Olympics, pitching their plan for 2030 or for 2034 for the Winter Games. Salt Lake City, it became America's choice back in 2018. And now we know it's between Salt Lake City or Sapporo, Japan for those 2030 games. Those are the two cities they'll be deciding between. And the decision will most likely come down in November of next year in 2023. We talked to Fraser Bullock. He's the president and CEO of the Salt Lake City, Utah Committee for the Games. He says the biggest appeal for SLC to host the Games is the young population, the diverse economy, and he says outdoor living is at its best.
We feel like we're in very good shape. We're now going into this very intense period. The 2030 Games will be awarded in less than a year, with very key milestones between now and then.
Bullock adds they have finalized 14 key venues they will be using and have completed the designs for those if the Games does come here in 2030 or 2034. He says he prefers the Winter Games in Salt Lake City to be here in 2034, but he says it won't be a problem if Salt Lake City gets chosen in 2030. We know Salt Lake City hosted the Winter Olympics back in 2002, and that's enticing to the International Olympic Committee because they say that Salt Lake City has a lot of that infrastructure still in place. Reporting live from the Olympic Oval in Kearns, Jordan Burroughs, ABC4 News.